Rivet crew, happy Saturday. I have a Hero Wad on tap for you today called Marston. We haven't done this one here for a while, but we have done it before. Check your Wad Hopper account to see if you have a previous score or not. And yeah, see how you do today compared to last time you did Marston. So 20-minute AMRAP, 1 heavy deadlift, 10 toes to bar, and 15 bar facing over the bar burpees. That's what each round is today. So first off, obviously the most challenging piece is going to be that deadlift. As written, 405, 285, that is a very heavy deadlift for most of us. Most of us are going to scale that number down a little bit. It should be a heavy weight, but it should be something that you can step to the bar, get yourself set, lift, put back down, move on, without a whole lot of, if it's so heavy that you're stepping up to that bar and you're having to kind of psych yourself up for 5-10 seconds or whatever, and okay, I got this, a whole lot of that going on, then that's too heavy. You should be able to step to the bar, set the back, load the hips, make the lift, put it down, move on to your toes to bar, right? So heavy, but something you can get off the floor each time. 10 toes to bar, I would highly recommend just breaking those up from the very start, doing a quick 5 and a 5 or whatever, breaking that up. If you know that you can't consistently do unbroken sets of 10, this workout does get a little bit grippy, right? Because you got that heavy dead. I would, speaking of which, I would highly recommend doing a mixed grip on those heavy deadlifts today to save your grip a little bit for the upcoming toes to bar. Break the toes to bar up, like I already said. It's at least a couple quick sets. And then the bar facing burpees, that's kind of the pacer movement, right? Just kind of get those done, get that metronome going in your head, get them moving. And again, these are facing the bar and then jumping over the bar each time, turn around and coming back, 15 total. I also have a partner edition for you. If you're here at the gym and you have your sweetie or your best buddy or your gym buddy or whatever to work out with, great. I have a little more user-friendly version of it here with a slightly lighter deadlift in it. You and your partner will do 20 rounds total, 10 rounds each, alternating full rounds. So I do a full round, then you do a full round, then I do a full round, so you get equal parts work and rest. Ideally, you set yourself up so each round, when you do your round, it takes you anywhere from like a minute 15 to a minute and a half. That's what we do. Minute and a half at the outside. 1 deadlift, you see I have the slight lighter weight there, same toes to bar, same bar facing burpees. And of course, if you're with somebody, you have to maintain social distancing. You can, have your own bar and have your own whatever, have your own stuff. So alternate full rounds there. And then extra credit today, we got 3 rounds, 1 minute of wall sit. You've done these just back against the wall, slide down so that your quads are parallel to the floor, hang out for 1 minute, or accumulate 1 minute if you need to. Double dumbbell bent over rows. 2, let's go relatively heavy on the dumbbell rows. Keep that back nice and flat. You get a nice kind of squeeze of those shoulder blades together at the top. Hip extensions, you've probably done GHD sit-ups before where we're face up, right? We're sitting on the pads, we're going down and up. Hip extensions are actually face down. You should have the pad just below the crease in the hips. Yeah, you're basically just kind of dropping down towards the floor, right down the top of the floor, and then coming back up so your body is parallel to the floor. It really works that backside, kind of low back, the erectors, and the glutes really well. Real quick, I would say something to focus on in the Marston workout, whichever version you're doing today, is the natural arch in the back. Both the toes to bar and the deadlift, we're looking for what we call a natural arch. So the deadlift, we really want to set up our back well, right? We want no rounding of the back. We want to maintain a nice, tight, engaged arch when we're pulling that heavy deadlift off the floor. I like to do a top-down setup. So at the top, you kind of chest up, shoulders back and down, brace those abs, and kind of get that nice little arch in the back, and then maintain that when you're loading yourself up. Just push those hips back, and you're maintaining that nice, tight arch throughout the lift. So arch that back, prevents from rounding. You'll see other people where they'll have a rounded back and they're just going to grab the bar and then pull themselves into an arch. This is a way to do it, and a lot of people do it this way, including a lot of professional lifters. Although it tends that you're using your hip flexors to actually arch that back, and it's hard to open up the hips at the top. So I would definitely recommend finding the arch, getting engaged in the midline, stay in there as you load the hips, grab that bar. And remember, deadlift is more about the push than the pull. We're pushing those feet into the floor, pushing with the legs to get that bar up. And then our toes to bar, of course, our arch position, right? We go through our hollow and arch in our hip swing, leading to the toes to bar. That arch position is very, very important. You often see people not really engaging the arch position. This is actually our loaded position as we come forward to the bar. This is where we're stretching that rubber band right before we snap back into that hollow. So really kind of get into that nice big arch, open up those shoulders, bring that chest forward, makes it more efficient to snap back into our hollow before we bring those toes up. All right, that's enough talking. Have a great workout. Get after it, guys. Happy Saturday. Talk to you on Monday.